Hey, what's up guys? So today here on Fishing Planet I'm gonna show you some good setups for the bass. You could probably catch some bowfin. There's just a little bit of everything with them, but they will give you good XP. And yeah, so let's get into the setups. So I bought three Nero 12-foot 10 match rods. You unlock them, I believe, at level 15. Yep, level 15. So $3,870. You know, you buy three or four of those depending on if, you know, you have a rod stand or if you don't. If you don't have a rod stand, just buy one. If you have, you know, a rod stand that holds four rods, buy four. And, you know, just do that. So, yeah, sorry. uh, for spinning reels, I went ahead and picked up the level 15 Feeder Force 5000. 5,870 bucks. Max drag of 9.5 pounds. It's gonna do the job. It's gonna be that max drag setup for all three of these rods. If that's your thing, these are all float rods, so you're gonna have a bobber and everything and bait. So I'll talk about that later. But yeah, buy, you know, 1 to 4 of these reels and the rods that I just showed you. Then you're gonna go to lines. You're gonna go to braid, and I bought 10-pound braid, which unlocks at level 18. You don't have to use braid. I'm not going to be using leaders, so you can use whatever line you want. Mono, braid, floral, whatever. 10-pound is good. You could maybe go a little bit lighter, but I would stay with 10 pounds. That seems to be a good sweet spot for me right now. Um, so buy a bunch of that if you can. If you can't, let's see here. Floral, there should be 10-pound floral. Uh, yeah, there is. So, level 16, $280. For 150 yards, that's not bad. Just buy a bunch of those and you're set. Okay, so now what you're going to want to do, equip those rods, the Nero 12-foot 10. As you see, it has a line weight of 5 to 12 pounds. Normally, you would want a reel that has at least 12 pounds of max drag so that you have a good balanced setup. But here, 12 pounds max. For the reel, it's a max drag of 9.5. So it's going to make our rod the weakest part. Some say, you know, make the rod the strongest part. It really doesn't matter. You know, rod or reel don't matter. Um, and then obviously, you know, put the 10-pound braid on there, or floral, or mono. And then just use any bobber. You know, the chubby bobbers work. Right here I'm using the glowing pear-shaped float. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Shortest leader length, you can, you know, experiment with that depending on what you're going for, but this is mainly for bass. No leader. And the hook size, anywhere from a 2 to 4 I would say gives you the best bite rate. Anything over a 4 hook is going to be, you know, you're not going to get as many bites, but you will get bigger fish sometimes. So just use a 4 it works. I've caught uniques on it. Bait, large minnows. You can use shiners, large minnows, small minnows. I haven't used small minnows a whole lot. But I would stick to shiners and large minnows. Shiners are more affordable. Let's see what level. I forgot what level you unlock shiners at. So level 19, you unlock shiners. So I would go with the small minnows if you don't have shiners, and don't buy the shiners with bait coins. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. So that's pretty much the setups. I have a few of them. And as you can see, I have some different ones here. So that's pretty much it. Stock up on bait before you come to the Everglades. Buy the advanced license, which you can do by going to this left side here, right on the D-pad. Or no, actually, click on it. Right on the D-pad, I believe. Just, I'm sure you know how to do it. I can't do it because I already have it. Travel cost, $7,500. Go to the Everglades. If you have a boat, it'll tell you, you can't use it there. It's not a big deal. No fines or anything like that. So when you load in, you're going to want to go to really any of these top 3 areas. Don't go to the far right one because that's where all of the saltwater fish are at, like the tarpon, drum, snook. You can catch bass there, but these 3 areas are the main areas for bass. I like to start at the lily pad channel. A lot of people go to the infinity tunnels, which is a good spot, but I like to go to the lily pad channel. I'm going to show you guys where I like to cast here. So what you're going to want to do is first fast forward the time to peak time. You don't have to go straight to the peak time. I like to go a little bit before it gets to the peak. So right about at 1 p.m. So around 1300 hours. Go there. If you have a rod stand, put it down. If you don't, it's not a big deal. I usually put mine down right here. Got a guy right here just chilling. Oh, there, buddy. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and put these rods in the water. Make sure my leaders are as short as they can be, and they are. So, as you can see, this one has a 6/0 hook because I'm trying to go for bigger fish with this rod. But just set them in the rod holders, You don't need bells, they'll beep. Just put all your rods in the rod holder. Like I said, if you can only buy one, that's okay. Start with one. And we're already getting a bite. And I am sorry if that beeping is very loud. But as you can see, this isn't the rod I was showing you guys. But I think we're about to get a bite on the other one. I can see some action over there. And ooh, this is a pig, man. 7.5 pound trophy largemouth. The XP is not the greatest, but the money is where it's at in the Everglades. That's why you come to the Everglades. Alright, so we got another fish on here. And as you can see, we got that max drag. It's putting a lot of tension on the line. All the tension's on the reel. And don't worry, it's not going to break. You can use it until it gets to 1%. I wouldn't recommend, though, because it will cost a lot of money to repair these things. But being a low-level gear, it's going to take a while for you to fight these fish, which means more XP. You're going to get the same amount of money, but this is pretty much just for more XP, especially for those lower levels. This is a gar, actually, so as you can see, you can catch gar. Let's go ahead and get this other one. This is not the setup I was trying to show you guys, but anyways, you guys get what I'm trying to say here. It's a pretty good setup. Try it out. if you like this video, please leave a like, subscribe, comment to give me some feedback. This is my first actual video, so if it's not the greatest, you know, let me know what I could improve on, and we'll go from there. So, yeah.